go. Doing some legendary hunting today. Another little while. And because I, well, feel like it. This is pretty much all I do, is just run for legendaries, so might be able to get Robin on here. Come on. Get out of the menu. Hey, Rusty, how's it going, buddy? I got drinks, I got 2 brownies. I think I'm good for the night. I might need to go at some point after the stream to get pizza, but I don't know. Depending on how I'm feeling. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain too much. Now that I'm not, you know, in minus 30-degree weather constantly. God, all last week was absolute hell. We were negative 30 to negative fucking 50-degree weather. Wanted to fucking kill myself. It was way too cold. And yeah, this is a pretty fun game, actually. Midnight Karen. Alright, let's do this. I have emails. No, I don't. Well, I mean, I do have emails, they're just not important. We're back to normal weather, but all last week was absolute frozen hell. Didn't want to leave the house. Hell, I didn't even want to leave the bed. The only reason I left the house is to go to work. And then I went home and went back to my room. Why would I leave? If I don't have to leave the house, I'm not going to. Not in that weather. You'd be insane to leave in that weather. 2 minutes outside, you get frostbite. I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I'll stay with no frostbite. Bomb dive. Alright, let's do this. I don't have anything I need to sell, do I? You have fun with that. The guy I met off one of our communities, I'm helping him learn how to play this character.
Make your way there and be ready for some heavy resistance. I'm counting on you, Vault Hunter.
I don't even need to kill you to get the abilities going. I really just need to shoot it enough so I trigger my kill skills.
Come on, come on!
Detonate your face. Really? No one wants to spawn there? I know you're gonna come out of this door eventually. Thanks. Told you I knew they would. Alright, let's do this. He ran all the way ahead. Doing a bit too far ahead. Damn prints. Release the prototype. No prototype. Told you. More gear. And oh, come on. You have no life. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. You, come here. You, come here. You. Okay, you're got up.
Finger's getting tired over here.
Yoink. Yoink. Ooh, yoink. Yoink. And away I go. Me. send that message off. While I wait for him and my kill skills to be re-procced. Fix that. Alright, where are you? Oh, you died.
This will cover my arse for a bit.
Rhoda lost her shield. Damn it! God damn it, I was really hoping I wouldn't have to deal with Rhoda. I mean, really? Die. Excuse me, I said die, please. Don't hit me in the face. Don't shoot me in the freaking face. Where the hell? Oh. Make it so most of my attacks will hit, the rest will just make her stay in an area because she doesn't want to be hit by the rest. Oh, you bitch. Fuck, 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 fuck. No, not any of these damn attacks. Damn it. Oh, hey, now I can buy ammo. Sweet. Don't need you. I'll keep you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Alright. I'm going back for round 3. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. Away I go. Away I go. Away I go. God. Slide faster.
You first.
I don't even know what the modifiers for this mayhem were. I was gonna say, anytime you want to die now, that'd be great. Hello? Hello? Oh, hi. You just kind of appeared out of nowhere. How's everyone on stream doing? Break you up into chunks. Feel pretty good. Oh, that's a lot of chaos going on screen. On my way. Get out of my way. I have so many Hyperion emails to get rid of, but I don't need them. I don't even need... I could use them on a new character to get money, but that's like more work than I need to. literally. Give me that. Where the hell are you going? You're not running past me. Beat your ass. Stay back. I also have a guardian rank I need to deal with. Knife. That's a lot of loot. Speedload Hellwalker, maxed out Baby Maker Plus, Rough Rider, Bearcat, Frozen 10 Gallon, Dueling Monocle, Resolute. Was that a Resolute Shrek? Resolute Shrek. Ooh! An anointed Cryo Infinity. Oh, thank freaking God. Took long enough. Haven't had a Cryo Infinity in a while. Well, I have a Cryo Infinity, but it's not anointed. I don't know if it's good. I know the one I have at home in my vault is not anointed, and it's freaking garbage. I just want it because it's Cryo. Actually, that might not be that bad with that with that fire rate glitch for the Big Boom Blaster. And I mean, you'd have to swap digiclones, but I wonder if you could glitch it by swapping back and forth the digiclone over and over again. It'd be good to find out. Keep, sell, keep, sell. Sell. Keep. Alright. When you have nothing good, so you just don't care what you take. What's up? How's it going, buddy? Barrier out. Sentinel out. Grab this. Where are you, sir? No, that's Rhoda. No, that's Hilder. Why the hell are you on that side? Get the hell over here. Come face your doom. You don't get a shield. Go away. Not a problem. Happy to help with the loot. If I don't... I have my copy of everything. That's a bear. I have everything I need, so... And you have no face. And you're coming right back for me. Alright. This is gonna hurt. Yep. That's her one attack that hurts like a motherfucker. Oh, you stepped right out of the way at the last possible second. Use that to gain my health back. And... go away. Barrier. Those are weird. Oh. Time to get all the chain damage going. Blast all those to pieces, because, you know, why not? The badass war dogs are usually the ones that screw me over the most, is because they usually take a while to kill. What's up, Hildir? How may I be of service to you? Yeah, you got a scythe. I'm staying as far away from you as I can. I mean, I love the friendship and all, but, like, go away. Leave me alone. Yep. Now you're afraid.
Out and about.
Okay, there's a wall I can jump into. I'm good. Oh, I didn't realize Damien died. Oops. Let me up. Grab that. And go to town. With all the chain damage. Rhoda should be hopping. Yep.
Right, they're unholy heart.
Please stop running from my... You know the Cutsman has... Oh, it's a very slow weapon. Please stop running from me. Come on. You also know it has a very slow charge up time. Please stop running so I can shoot you. And it's gonna drop right on the dump truck. All but one guy survived. Let's do this. Downfalls 1, 2, 3.
Ladies, I'd love to stay, but I've got a job to do.
Those are advanced mechs, but we're after
Way
something
too
bigger.
easy.
Keep going.
Way too easy. Shock stone, pull up method. Yeet. And away it goes. Bouncing away. I only have 1.4 million, that's kind of sad. Oh, I love this Zane build. To a degree, the Kibsworth is better, but it's not better on this build. I tried using the Kibsworth on this build, and I found the Cutsman to be way better. Even if you get a ×3 Kibsworth, like I have one extra in my vault I can do. Cutsman's way better. Please stop running so I can revive you. Please stop running so I can revive you. Please get up. Dying this early on when we still have to get all the way across the bridge would not be a very good sign. Especially then I have to deal with Wotan alone, which is not that much of a problem on this build. It just, you know, it's easier having a decoy.
Ferocity's my middle name.
No, the Cutsman is definitely better for this Zane build because it can hit longer distance. The Cutsman actually has. It may seem like the Kibsworth having more ammo actually has a higher DPS. It actually doesn't, or at least not on Wotan. Even if you get a shock one, it doesn't do. Shock or corrosive, it doesn't do as much. The Cutsman is what makes this build so good, at least for Wotan. Redistributor for everything else, Cutsman for Wotan. I found that out the hard way by using a Kibsworth and dying about 5 seconds after I started using it. Oh, there's not very many guys here to kill. I'm sad. It is good, don't get me wrong. Like, there is a build called Firehose Mows, which is just all incendiary splash damage that uses the Kibsworth. And it is a beast on that build because of the healing orbs and your healing from the grenades. You are able to dominate with that build. The Kibsworth is kind of a really awkward placeholder because it can be good in the right scenario. Unfortunately, that scenario is not usually the time you want it to be. Again, playtesting is always good. I playtest with a lot of different weapons to see what I like, what I don't like. However, I find that nothing works as well as the Redistributor Cutsman. Get out of my face. Get out of the air. Oh, I lost my slide speed. I didn't even realize I had cryo on. Rude. Okay, if you're gonna sit over there, that's fine. I'll just make sure you die to chain damage. Strict crit while barrier is active. Oh, that's always good. The one thing I have yet to find, which I've been farming for a while and still cannot get for the life of me, but I don't want to ask for because I'm not too worried, is a anointed corrosive Cutsman. I have a Corrosive Cutsman, just it's not anointed, but I have every other variant anointed that is possible. It's still buggy trying to get a Radiation and Cryo Corrosive. It says they're available, but those are apparently really rare to find. I would like to get one of each, but Corrosive is the one I'm still trying to get, especially if ASE 125% to bosses named badasses. But currently I've been using a non-anointed Corrosive Cutsman and it's doing just fine. Oh, Storm Chucker, eh? Alright, that's fine. Knock knock. And away I go! But enough about that for now. How's everyone on stream doing? Should probably have a drink, I'm actually getting kind of dehydrated. The problem with this build is I like to focus, and then I usually forget to breathe and drink, and then it's just a shit show. And I don't need that. Last time I had that on stream, that was brutal. I swear I was coughing up a storm for about 20 minutes straight. Could not do a thing. And I really don't want that to happen again. That was a pain. Alright, I'm dropping in. He'll catch here. He'll get up when he can. Again, you can be in a full squad of 4. This Chain Zane Redistributor build can solo Wotan no problem. Even without the scaling, if you're stuck on max level the entire time, this build can solo it no problem. It's ridiculous. I mean, having the class mod to give you those buffs to the specific weapons does help a little bit, but it's really not that necessary. I got a message on PSN. That's why I blocked the screen. And drop your shield. Swap you, slide. Drop your shield. And away you jump. You're gonna do your attack, which means this gives me 2 clips of ammo availability. Or you just become immune to those shots when you're jumping. That's great too. Totally appreciate you doing that. No, don't apologize. It's fantastic, Wotan. I totally approve. And no second shield with no Kraken spawn. No third shield with no Kraken spawned. You're gonna jump. You're gonna get a little bit of damage on you. Drop you down. You literally have no health now.
You should back away. Still got it.
Hyperion sent me mail. That's cute. Not like I'm gonna use it, I'm just gonna decline all of it. Where you going, Wotan? Oh, hi. I always forget the brain wanders around, and then usually it gets me out of nowhere when it headbutts me. Or more or less brain butts me, depending on how you look at it. Because it's technically a head, but it's also not exactly a thing. Takedown secured. Way too fucking simple.
Brilliant work, Vault Hunter.
Clear
That
you.
make Malawan think twice before they come at us again.
You are jumping way too much for your own good. Kill you. Alright, that's everything. God, I love this build. What is it? Oh, well, speaking of the Kibsworth, shock and corrosive. Alright, away to the vault you go. Cash infused family friendly gun. really useless assault rifle, really useless SMG. And the way I play, everyone gets their own loot as well, so people can hop in and kill things and get their own loot, so it's fantastic. Really bad skin. Ooh, a Lyuda. Really bad variant of the Lyuda, but still a Lyuda. Nope. Another very bad variant of the Lyuda. And a non-anointed thingy. Crossroad used to be a good weapon until it got nerfed. When it fired more ammo, it was good. Now that they nerfed it, it's kind of just meh. Really? You don't want that. Yoink. I'll take it then, fine. Even better than the one I have. Trust me, if you want the Kibsworth, you can have it. I don't need it. Literally just goes into the vault of random crap. Last night, I gave away 15 Kibsworths, because I had too many and don't need any of them. I had 4 different variants on a Moze that I completely took apart, gave everything to a person, destroyed the Moze, and had another 11 sitting in my vault. Gave them all away. And 3/4 of them were anointed. I don't need it. See, the Lyuda's good, but not good enough. I mean, it's good in the right build, just not this build. Actually, I want to keep the Ogre. I don't want the Warlord. I don't want the cash-infused family-friendly weapon. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. I need a different anointed transformer. One hard thing to get is a transformer anointed that actually helps me. If it had Sentinel, that'd be great. I mean, this one having Digital isn't that bad. However, if you're talking about the Cutsman, I have no idea, but it actually is better than the one I have. Don't want you. Don't want the sex. Don't want the sex artifact. Where is my Cutsman? There it is. I like that anointment, but it's not really useful during this boss fight, because if you play the build properly, like the way I have it, everything's based around having the dome. One of the key pieces of the build is actually good misfortune, in my opinion. Every time you get a kill, you get more and more max duration on your ability, which is normally not a bad thing. Even when it says it's diminishing results, I was able just to keep it up the entire Wotan fight, not a problem. That's only because of this. Seeing dead. Because whenever you damage an enemy, you have a chance to trigger your kill skills. That's why this build is now stupid. They made it a class mod that is this ability, slightly modified, and in my opinion, a lot better. Personally, if you are going to go with fully get this build, the only reason the grenade mod matters to you is if you're using drone delivery. I am not using it, because I just find it to be pointless. I don't need it. I actually put a few points out, took Donnybrook out and the point from drone delivery, and put them into borrowed time, because this is just great. More skill duration all the time. Not a problem. Wrong button. But I found the only reason you get certain grenade mods is if you're using drone delivery. And you get your anointments no matter what happens, so... That transform is actually not that bad. I personally have this, because if I do ever run out of stuff, having the extra bonus damage is fantastic. Especially when you go from dealing radiation and cryo to then dealing radiation, cryo, and radiation. It is so much fun. This build is honestly one of my favorite things. I used to be a flak player, which to a degree I still am. Because the first character I actually got to level 50 and completed True Vault Hunter mode was Flak. When he first came out, that was my character. I love Flak. Because Flak is the most sarcastic character there is. Zane is the most funny. Flak is the most sarcastic, apathetic. And I love Flak because I love having a beast. That way I didn't have to play co-op at the time. Because there's many times in co-op... You think something just gonna wrong with you? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Multiple Zane builds running together that are the exact same, especially this build, is just stupid. Also, the class mod giving +3 to this, giving all of your shots 120% chance to fire additional projectiles, making the redistributor 7th shot being amped and changes other enemies for bonus damage. That happened so fast. That's why all 3 Valkyries died as soon as they jumped down. Is because it chained to all 3 of them and did bonus damage. It ripped them in half. I do have an ion cannon if need be, but I found that I don't actually need it. It is nice to have at times, but now that they've modified it, making it use way too much ammo, it needed a nerf. Don't get me wrong, it needed a nerf. It was stupid. However, now that it costs like 6-7 shots, damn it, dude. It really isn't all that worth it, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely fantastic. But making it use its entire clip, plus some of your reservation ammo, is just pointless. You're literally taking one of the best weapons in the game and making people not want to use it. Which is one reason why I don't play my flak anymore, because my flak is the critical damage build, but 3 of my 4 weapons are different variations of an ion cannon. All anointed, all ×2. I have Corrosive Shock, and I'm pretty sure Cryo is the 3rd one. Either Cryo or Incendiary, I'm not sure. One of the 2. However... Whee! I love that slide. Fantastic weapon. So that's where my Anointed Brawler Ward is. This is another artifact I recommend people getting. You don't have to worry about the second half. You just need Spark Plug something. This artifact allows you to kill Rampager without firing a single bullet. Which is very fun. Kind of stupid, because it lags a lot, but very fun, because you never fire a single shot to kill the Rampager. And if you're like me and like farming Rampager, you can do the Rampager glitch in solo. You're in the vault, you're in the vault, you're in the vault. You're in the vault, you're in the vault. You're going on the wall. You're going in the vault. All of you are being sold. I don't need anything on this character, do I? No. Fuck you, Marcus. Actually, I should probably go check on Earl. I haven't seen if there's anything I need to buy. What do I have? 5,000 iridium? Basically 5,000 iridium. Which at that point would just turn into money anyways, but...
If you up in my grill, you better buy something.
Well, that's depressing. Go away, Randy Pitchford.
I only sell to veterinarians. What am I?
Strange ass motherfucker. Meow. Meow. want to go kill Troy, or why don't you go back and kill Wotan again? What do you think? Troy, Tyrene, Graveward, Rampager, any of the mini-bosses, like Gigamind or any of them? Or just go back and kill Malawan and Wotan again. Plenty of bosses, plenty of choices. Technically plenty of time, however. Oh, there's Moxie. Alright. At least it's not Borderlands 2 where I have an addiction to gambling. That is bad. Oh hey, we finally got to Sanctuary and I have $30,000. Gamble. 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 Buddy of mine is killing. I could have respec, but it's literally just putting the points in the same thing over and over. How much would it cost? Not very damn much, that's for sure. Alright. Nope. Alright, I'll put that one off for a little bit. Do I want to put on a different head? I think I do. I can put on the crown. I love the crown. Devil May Cry head. TMNT reference. I used to use this max quite a lot. This is a head you can only get off of the Borderlands 3 website when you use some of your points to unlock it as a VIP. I do like the Ronin, but I also like wearing a crown. I'm gonna keep with the Ronin head. Alright, I'm good to go. I actually want to check my vault while he's busy doing that. More Linoge. That actually is a pretty nice ability to have. That's a ability that's pretty nice to have on a Cov weapon, even though Cov weapons are garbage. Kinda working. Hello? What's up, Conti? How's it going? And grinding out the game? Yeah, no. I literally grind for anything I want. Like, I somehow pulled this out of a random enemy during the Slaughter Shaft. Like, alright. Anointed Super Shred of Fire. Seems good. Extra redistributor. That's pretty nice, a fire cryo shotgun. Whee! Get out of your menu! I have some of the luck, not very much. I think probably the luckiest thing I've gotten is definitely this class mod. +1 Donnybrook, +1 to Violent Violence, and +3 to Playing Dirty. It is actually just straight playing dirty. Not to mention having all of the buffs to the redistributor is just fantastic. Weapon damage, okay, sure. 0% SMG damage. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, the Anointed Super Shred of Fire. I was doing a run. I just got my buddy Mustang to level 50 and then immediately duped all the gear so he could play this character as well, because he saw the chains in go to action and he was like, I want to play that now. So we got him to level 50, duped all the gear, and then we went to do a Slaughter Shaft run. Wave 1, round 1, wave 2. Third badass I killed dropped it. But of course, when you're going through Slaughter Shaft, you don't pick up the stuff until after you're done the round. So I didn't actually notice it until the end of round 1. Which was fantastic. But I do remember the guy who killed it was in round 2. Electric Banjo, the best god roll for that. Extra shock damage, and electrocute chance, which was fantastic with the cutsmans. It's luck, but it's really strange luck. I don't really care about the grenade mod, because I don't actually use the grenade for anything, even the Sentinel doesn't drop one. Still want to get a shield that works. I mean, this thing's fantastic, so I'd get an anointed of this if possible. Because the recharger I found is so gross. The recharger is absolutely phenomenal. Not even for the crouching projectiles, that's just kind of nice to have. But that instantly recharging delay, it's so nice. When things are doing splash damage, you lose your shield, it instantly recharges for you. Helps you get away from a lot of things really quickly. Alright, I think he's ready. Not cool. I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it. I have, again, like 30 of those. And I've sold like 50 of them. I don't care for it. Okay, so what's kind of the rare thing I have in here? Oh yeah, there's another redistributor. I just got... oh, yeah, that's my Kibsworth, that's ×3. Radiation and cryo's pretty nice. Just got another redistributor, 45 times 2. Best brainstormer I have. It's good if you use the clone. I'm just an idiot and can't read. And then that one's kind of fun. All the one of each copy of the face puncher, if I want to do that damage glitch. As I'm sure you guys know, there is a few damage glitches in the game using the face puncher and the brawler ward shield, because for some reason there's a glitch with the brawler ward. If you kill yourself, your shield's considered depleted, so it gives you the 300% melee damage. So you just run yourself off a cliff for 20-30 minutes, and you rack up the damage because somehow it glitches and just stacks. It's fantastic. Yeah, honestly, they should have patched it a while ago, but since they haven't patched it yet thus far, I don't think they're going to. The hell is this thing? Oh, that, okay. So, me and my buddy, we used to use the Brawler Ward Face Puncher combo to clear Malawan. And then we got this Zane build. Now we don't need the Face Puncher Brawler Ward combo anymore. That's a Marcus head. That's terrifying. You know what? One more run of Malawan. Seen my dad anywhere? He went to get milk. I ran out of milk. I should probably go get some. You might want to check if you want to grab cigarettes, too. I'm talking way too fucking much. I've never talked this much in a stream, or at least I have, but not in this such consecutive amount of time. I wanted to use Zane, but I just can't stop using Amara. Amara's pretty good. Amara, depending on how you build her, is decent. I personally don't like Amara. There's nothing wrong with Amara's builds. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong. It's her personality. I do not like Amara's personality at all. Flak. Flak is my favorite character. I love having a beast run around with you. That way you don't have to play co-op and get people in the inventory when you're trying to transport. However, the problem with that is Flak doesn't have a build right now that can solo the takedown. Yeah, he's got a ricochet build with the recursion, but that's so common in most characters. You don't want to use the recursion over and over again. It just gets boring. That's why I like Zane. Is you can honestly, I know it's the same build over and over with him using the redistributor, but you don't. I personally don't get bored of Zane. Also, because some of the things he says out of nowhere are fantastic. Like killing Wotan at the end is, how's that for a takedown, you anger metal end table? That's probably my favorite quote, followed behind a quote where if you kill something that Amara has phase locked, and out of nowhere he just yells, "Death Pinata." That caught me and my buddy so off guard, we both burst out laughing and couldn't stop laughing for like 10 minutes. Variety with other characters, yeah. You get frozen. Zane just... Zane has that charm to him. Knock knock. You definitely need to pick up your barrier. Pick up your barrier. There you go. Now you're playing, Zane. I mean, you're using Digiclone, so trying to play Digiclone Sentinel, Digiclone Redistributor is a bit more tedious, which I would love to try. I want to try that, but the melt is unreal, yes. Stop move. I hate when you start to revive people and they keep walking away. It's like, I know you're trying to get a kill, but let me revive you. 1, you'll get up faster, and 2, I get XP for it. Let me res you. And you're dead. Ooh, release the prototype, why don't ya? Oh, sorry. Did you need that prototype? Yeah, well... Sorry, prototype's dead. Cough, cough, not my problem, cough, cough. There we go, get some legendaries out of it. The problem is, fighting Wotan used to be such a pain, because dealing with one of his shields, you deal with a lot of Krakens and Thors. Now, the way this build is set up, you don't actually deal with those, because their shield's gone in like a second. Ooh, Battle Wolf. Excuse me. Excuse me. Please die, thank you. So what legendaries did you drop me? A Nighthawken. Fucking sniper that I'm never gonna use. Another angry Shrek. And away I go. 5, 4, 3, 2, missiles away. I always throw it up there unintentionally. Now I gotta play more tedious. Dodge your attacks a bit better. I can't really run. Where's... Hello? Where the hell did Sigurdrifa go? What the hell? There you are. Call you. Swap to you. Nope, nope. I just realized I don't want to break your shield and we need to get Sigurdrifa out of here. She's one of the worst to have her shield full by the end of the first thing. Then Rhoda and Hildir's easy. Hildir's shield drops quickly. Sigurdrifa you want to get rid of as fast as possible, in my opinion. And Hildir's trying to play tag. I'm good. I don't want to play tag. There you go. Her shield's gone. I'm sorry, Sig. Hildir, I really don't want to play tag right now. You're still it.
Glory.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your glory. Alright, let's do this. Y'all want to have fun? Fun. Barrier out. Alright, that was a weird down, up, down, up, down, up. I have no idea what the hell just happened. All I know is I killed things. Solo build for Moe's? I can definitely find... I don't have it currently set up, but I can tell you all the skill points and everything you need for it. That is not a problem. Because I actually took apart my Moe's last night because I just didn't have fun playing her, because her build revolves around throwing grenades and firing the Kipsworth. Honestly, I didn't have a lot of fun with it, but I can definitely get it for you. If he didn't respond, he's probably busy. Drop your... Oh, he almost jumped off the edge. Be careful. I do that way too often. Toss you, pick you up, kill you, and here comes Hildir. Damn it! Come here, Hildir. Bill. That's a lot on time of Yep. There's always lots like, I want to try this build, I want to try that build. But you always put too much time in one thing. That was my problem, is my main character when Borderlands first came out, and the only character I played was Black. Stay frozen. And explode. Okay, you don't have any shield left, so that's useful. Oh, you're gonna play that kind of dirty game, huh? Alright, we'll see. We'll see. Come here, Rhoda. Rhoda Tick. Hint, reference to Minecraft. Yeah! Oh, barrier. Activate. Okay. So, the Digistruct that should be spawning is going to be right here. You can always kind of cycle through them because they always go the same order. It's just a matter of remembering which ones you've seen. You're dead. Bring it. Bring it on. One down. Really just trying to kill Rhoda's dead. And Hildir's dead.
Three of you, and only two of me.
Those are advanced
This build is
mechs, but
so
we're after
fun to
something
play.
bigger. Keep going.
Oh look, SpongeBob. And the garbage Tri-Bolt. And the garbage Spike Shield. Again. That's all it seems to want to freaking spawn. You mainly use that's radiation? Yeah. I use radiation unless I'm fighting the Krakens, the Thors, Wotan's top half, or the Valkyries. Then I use the corrosive. But usually, for all enemies, I use radiation because nothing's immune to radiation. I'm surprised they actually don't have a Malawon Heavy that's resistant to radiation. There's a Skag, no Malawon. So personally, I found the radiation redistributor to be the best. But again, use what works for you. This is just what I find to be useful. Corner camper. Look at all that chain damage. Yes, hit me with cryo. I dare you. My Flak and my Zane are the freaking snowman. I dare you to try. The one problem I've noticed with pretty much the only thing I've actually noticed with this build is if you are using the chain damage, which is what your main damage, and you start getting a Stormchucker, shoot the Stormchucker because the shock damage will chain to other people and not him. And then your regular damage will kill him. If you're looking, well, again, when I'm done streaming, you and me have a few things we need to do anyways. Because there was stuff you posted that I said I have. So, that could be one of the things if you want it. Not a problem for me. I've done a lot of duping today and I'm good to do more. That's why I made that post on the forums. And that's why I commented on everyone's post, like, I can help you get all these. I got the time. That freaking hurt. I just killed myself. That is a problem, is the repulse enemies, you'll find that you'll kill yourself faster than the enemies can, because they will chain your shots back to you. So if you're going against repulses, either shoot them in the head or shoot them in the back. Both are criticals. You'll freeze them, and you'll actually be able to hit them. Flamethrower. For a while, I honestly was using a fire redistributor, but that was screwing me over because I kept having to switch to something else for the flamethrower attacks. And then I got the radiation, and then I got really happy. On my face. Oh, you're trying to run ahead. No, 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 no. Your build isn't there yet. However, mine is. I can deal with this bridge solo. That's not a problem. Whenever you can, I'll be able to do it. I want to try solo Malon one day. Oh, trust me. I'm going to be streaming for a while. I usually do a lot of usually the streams are a decent amount of time, and I have people join and leave constantly. Well, Damien's already spectating. Didn't even realize it. Oh, I think you got hit off the bridge. That's awkward. Well, everything else is up to me. Basically, what this build is meant to do is just solo. Yeah, this build is great for co-op. Don't get me wrong. However, if you have 2 to 4 of the exact same build, you're going to experience a lot of lag, and there's been a few times. Debuff and Mayhem. No, honestly, the radiation, if they have resistant to radiation, that debuff actually does not matter. Because the way that something I've found with the redistributor that a lot of people don't know, and some people do, but it's really weird and faint to figure out. The reason this build is so powerful is the redistributor, when it chains damage to other enemies, it also doubles the damage that it's dealing and is bonus critical hit damage. Plus, when it's chaining from one enemy to another, the enemy it's first chaining from is also taking the same damage that's chaining to other enemies. So you're dealing so much damage over the course, like, he just died in one clip of ammo. And I was chaining it to a second guy through the wall at the same time. You're dealing so much damage out of nowhere that even if they have 30% resistance to radiation, it's not going to matter. Because you're not really worried. Because you basically just... As long as you have your barrier up, you're pretty much golden. Which is why, after this, I'll actually do a little tutorial, if you guys want me to. I will do a full tutorial on every skill in every tree, and show how they interact with each other. If you guys want me to, I can. And I can explain my variation, because this is one main build, but I made a few tweaks to it, and I found that to be a lot easier for me. So if you guys would like... Oh yeah, Zane is fantastic. So if you guys do want me to, I will go through every skill tree and explain why I have it set that way. All I need to do is find out if you guys want me to. Now, the redistributor is only dropped from this guy. Yes, there is if you've played through the story, you'll notice there is a redistributor you get as a story quest. It is garbage. You do not use it. The redistributor you need for the Zane build is dropped from this guy. And of course, I have them, so I can dupe them. So on PS4, you can add me, and I can dupe it for you, so you get a copy of it. I've done it a lot today, and I'm willing to do it more. Now, without further ado, let's wreck this guy. Drop your shield. Hey, Wotan, I'd very much appreciate if you drop me an anointed corrosive cutsman. I know you have a very low chance of doing that, but if you could, like, try it, maybe, that'd be fantastic. And of course, with everyone here, I appreciate everyone showing up, and stop jumping from me, you little twit face! Take my clips of ammo. If you guys do enjoy what you see and do want to chill more, I do always want to say, hit that subscribe button, it's friend the bell, hit that so you'll get notified whenever we go live, upload new content, do a lot of stuff. I do this because I find it entertaining, and connecting with subscribers while gaming is so much fun for me. You don't have to, but it does mean a lot to me for people when people do subscribe. Alright. And third shield, get dropped. You get a jump again? Yeah, that's what I thought. Come here, you big metallic twit. Like, yeah, no. That's why the shock cutsman is so good for this, is you rip his shield apart. And then as you can see, I'm ripping him apart with corrosive. Not even using the redistributors on him, or at least his bottom half. That's one part. Swap to you. I know people make fun of me and say my accuracy is not the greatest. Trust me, with this, you don't really need accuracy. As long as you can shoot at the person, you're probably good to go. Because if there's, like, as you people probably saw on the bridge, there may be a lot of people. As long as you hit one of them, you're probably going to kill most of them. Where are you going? I'm trying to read comments and chat with all of you guys while trying to kill this. It's not working. However, I do it for you guys because I can. But of course, I do hope you guys are enjoying. And if you, of course, want to see more, subscribe, and you'll see everything. And without further ado, there is the takedown. Oh look, a bunch of things to kill. Never mind. Now there's less things to kill. And who's left? Oh, a hackhound. You're cute. Get the fuck out of here. And there is the takedown. Ooh, the Rowan's Call. That's good. I guess I should... Oh, my Sentinel's just kind of following him. Alright, sit down. That happens a lot when I kill Freddy. You just see out of nowhere. Legendaries. Welcome to GreenSteam Gamers. I'm your host, TheDeathbybus. Oh yeah, no, this build... Like, yes, I know right now there's the scaling event. So right now it's actually set to 2 people. This Zane build, you can do it Mayhem 4 solo without the scaling event when it's set at 4-player max. And you have no problems. That's how stupid this build is. It takes a bit longer, yeah, because, you know, everything is set at 4-player difficulty, so they have 4 times the health plus the Mayhem 4 bonuses. This build is so gross, you can do it solo Mayhem 4 4-player difficulty with no problems. As long as you have the redistributor. And one other thing I found you need, or at least 2 things. A See and Dead class mod with, personally, a lot of people say +3 into Donnybrook, which is the red ability. I don't need it. I find the +3 into the one where it has 2 bullets is that, which means you're basically destroying anything you touch. Yes, the electric banjo, as a lot of people do call it, the electric banjo build. Yes, indeed. This is also the god roll that you want. Welcome to what I do. That's why I made that post saying, for if you need legendaries or anything, let me know, I can get them for you, or I can dupe them if I already have them, or just give them to you if I don't need it. Not a problem. Because I can rip through things really quickly. Now, let's go see what we got for, you know, bodying their shit. Oh, hey, a redistributor. Alright, first thing you pick up is a redistributor. Why not? The banjo, a lot of people have been trying to say it is a world drop. It is not. It is a dedicated drop from the hillbillies in the Ambermire section, in the Ambermire region of Eden 6 for Zero's target of opportunity. However, the problem is they have a really low chance of dropping it. Like, in order to get the one that I got, and again, I was lucky enough to get a god roll. In order to get it, I farmed for about 3 hours before this update and loot drop chance was increased and everything. For about 4 hours. And I was constantly, kill them, save, quit, respawn, because the spawn point right outside the area. Kill them again. There's 4 of them. And it took me 4 hours to get one banjo. It is very low. But it is one of the pieces which is the reason this build is good. Because the banjo plus the... That's everything? Sweet. Yes. The banjo plus the Seeing Dead class mod from the DLC. The Seeing Dead class mod, it's the Seeing Dead ability on Zane's blue tree. Modified, slightly. Instead of killing an enemy, activating your skill to get your kill skills going, you just have to damage something. That's why when I spawned in, I was damaging or killing a ratch. Because it gets your kill skills procced immediately. This thing means your kill skills are constantly proccing. The electric banjo doubles that chance. So basically, all the damage you're dealing has a double chance to proc your kill skills. And again, the kill skill I use the most is Good Misfortune. And back to Sanctuary, because I want to put some stuff in the vault. Welcome to Zane. My life as Zane is kind of gross AF. Going off on your question there, Matt. Before I answer, do you guys want me to go over my entire build? Would you guys like me to go over the build? Because I can explain my choices for everything, if you guys want me to. Alright. So, whee! Alright, let's first deposit the stuff, because... What do I want? You. Alright, that's a lot of money. For my Mara, yeah. Now, Zane is an alt that a lot of people are swapping to, because they see how stupid it is. Like, I've had it many times. I go into matchmaking, and a lot of people are using Amaras or Zanes, and I'm carrying. This Zane just carries people. Hence why my friends wanted to get their Zane to level 50 and follow this build, is so then they don't have to be carried by me. They can try and carry me and then just get left behind. So, let's start. Should we start with gear, or should we start with the abilities? It's up to you guys. I can go either way. Does not matter to me. The gear is revolving around the gear. The kill skills just revolve around you being good with the gear. My dog is still laying on my bed. Ain't that right, Aries? Nope, she's out. She's sound asleep. The gear? Alright, everyone wants gear. So, as you guys saw, the main weapon is the redistributor. Also, heads up, before we go into this, in their most recent hotfix on the 16th, when they added in this scaling event, they made Zane worse. This anointment, while Sentinel's active, gain 100% bonus cryo damage. It was 50%, and it was doing fine with just this 50%. They upgraded it to 100% because their wording was it wasn't performing as well as they thought it would. So they upgraded it, making this build even worse. So, and there's many different ways you can go. Like, I know a lot of people are trying with redistributors and Cutsmans, redistributors, ion cannons, redistributors, Kibsworth. I even know some people who are using brainstormers, because it does work if you have the right anointment. Not very well, how might I do, but it does work. So, I have the two best redistributors, not a problem, that, in my opinion, you can use. Radiation and Corrosive, both with the same anointment. Very hard to get, by the way. Radiation, because, again, nothing's immune to radiation, so you can just rip through people. Corrosive, just for anything robotic, like the Krakens, Thors, if you end up spawning Thors while killing Wotan, but as you saw, the Cutsman deals with the shield fast enough, you don't have to worry about that. Plus the Valkyries. This, you saw, rips them apart as long as all three of them are together. The thing you need, though, is the while Sentinel's active. The main one, you can either use main one while Sentinel's active, or bonus magazines have cryo damage, or even on action skill N 100% weapon damage for a short time. Or even, if you're lucky enough, get one with the ASE 125% bonus damage to bosses, named, and badass enemies. But Sentinel 100% is the top one you can get. Their rank, top one is Sentinel. Because the main build actually revolves around your Sentinel tree. Then, Cutsmans, it doesn't really matter. I found that, you saw, I was using no anointment Corrosive. Not a problem. Didn't have any issues. Anointment with the Cutsman just kind of buffs it a little bit. It doesn't actually do anything. Again, I have a Sentinel active 100% bonus cryo. So not only is every shot doing 1400 damage, every little thing that it hits, it's also dealing 1400 more damage as a different element, which was ripping through his shield even faster. So I found Shock and Corrosive, like, don't even use those during the boss fight if you don't have to. The Cutsmans are where it's at. Main weapons I was looking for, but now you got me interested in Zane. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was the same way. Definitely the same way. So, Cutsmans are honestly one of your best weapons. Even if you're doing your own custom build, a Cutsman will save you many times during the raid. Many times. The Cutsman will be your best friend. I've gotten tips from people saying, doesn't matter what you take, as long as it's a Cutsman is one of them. Cool, I'll take two. See ya. Shields. Then we get into this stuff. Shield, again, you want to try and find something that's anointed to your character. That buffs your character. However, my luck is not the greatest when it comes to getting shields like that. Like, I have a Transformer with Digiclone. Doesn't really help me all that much. Mind you, the Transformer is my favorite shield anyway, so I can still use it regardless, but Digiclone and Anointment don't help. I have been using the Recharger since I got the Zane build to level 50, mainly because of its second line of text. Instantly begin recharging when broken, with a 20-second cooldown. The one thing that screws this build over is splash damage from rockets. Those will go through your dome shield and destroy you. So this being able to fully give, basically giving you 3 shields, is a lifesaver. Now the other abilities don't really matter. Having them, depending on what your prefix is, could help you. Your best thing is probably, I don't know, maybe, for prefix-wise, either drop to regenerate shields, or the crouching to project your damage forward. Those two are probably your best. The grenade, the only reason I'm actually using a grenade mod at all is for the anointment. Whenever your skills end, you get 50% bonus radiation damage. I found that to be the best. Because while your Sentinel's active, you get 100% bonus cryo damage. Let's say your barrier does drain out. You then get an additional 50% radiation damage, on top of your 100% cryo damage, on top of the radiation damage or corrosive damage or whatever you're already doing. Which then makes things even more deadly. and more chaotic depending on where you're at. However, going off on the grenade only matters on your preference of grenade if you're using the certain ability for it, but I'll go into that in a minute. Again, Staying Dead class mod from the DLC, your best bet, and you can go many different ways with it. I know a lot of people try to get +3 to +5 in Donnybrook for extra health regen. I don't need it because how much regen I'm actually doing. I find that the +3 into playing dirty for more shot chance to double is actually a lot better for you. And then naturally the Banjo of Destiny. Now, the class mod and the artifact, I have god rolls somehow because of my luck. I just want to be clear, you don't need these rolls for this build to be good. They only add to it. You don't actually need this class mod with those god rolls. They help, don't get me wrong, they do help, but they're not needed. Basically, you notice you'd be doing maybe 2 pixel bars of damage less without those abilities. Which, in the scheme of things, isn't actually a big deal because of how much you're doing overall. But if you are getting an electric banjo, which you're going to need for this build, trust me, you want the electrocute chance and the damage, because that way your chain damage, not only is it whatever element of the gun, it's also shock damage, because it's amping and chaining the shots. It's doing its element and shock damage. So having the extra shock chance means the amp damage is going to be even better, and adding the extra shock damage is just a bonus. To be completely honest with you. And that's basically all the gear I use. I do have a anointed ion cannon with me. Haven't really touched it. The only reason I really do touch it at times is if I somehow run out of ammo with this. Because the downside of this build, the main downside, you only actually use one gun type. If you've noticed, everything's an SMG. That's pretty much the only gun type you use. But the way you're going, you don't run out of ammo too much. Unless it's depending on your mayhem modifiers, like if they have resistant to an ability or extra health. The one mayhem modifier I found that actually hinders everything is if they have even more increased shield and health, because then you're wasting more ammo. But even then, I was on my last 2 clips of ammo by getting to Wotan, so I could just refill at the ammo station. I've had that happen twice. It is a corner case scenario, but it doesn't happen all that much that you need to be worried about it. But again, if you want to carry extra weapons that fit to your build as backup, absolutely. Like, normally I do carry also a Brainstormer. Not like I like the weapon, but I do carry one usually. Now for the builds. This is where things get interesting. So, basically the way you're building this is Sentinel goes in slot 1 or slot 2, whichever way you want it. It really doesn't matter because they do the same thing. I just find that R1 for Sentinel and then R2 for shields is great. But basically the way you do, as you can see, you only go into 3 abilities here and 3 abilities here. But again, it's all based on your preference. Don't go in and say that this is the one build, you have to do it this way. Like, this isn't even the way the build was meant. Like, the way I found the build, never had anyone in borrowed time. Everyone went Donnybrook. I actually went a little different tweak on it to see how it works, and I find it just works better personally. But again, to each their own. So you start with 5 points into ready for action. That way your shield, if your shield does go down, it recharges even faster, which is great. Because again, the splash damage rockets will hurt. 5 points into brain freeze. That way, and it's not even like you have to be aiming for criticals. The only reason I know where all the criticals are is I'm a flak player. And I went for the critical damage build, doing all critical damage. So I learned critical points of every person over the course of playing. You don't even have to be accurate for this build to work. But this ability will go and free. When every bullet has 20% chance to freeze the enemy, and you're firing like 30 bullets a second, you'll freeze the person. Another piece with this is when the redistributor is chained to other enemies, it's also doing bonus critical hit damage, which this does add to. So those chain shots that amp will also freeze other enemies. It's great. I love it. So you put 5 there just to maximize your potential. And then most people actually don't use Confident Competence, but I use it because while your shield's full, you have an additional 33% accuracy and 35% gun damage. Again, it's not needed. I just find that it helps a little bit, same as the class mod god roll. But the reason you have to go in so deep is you need this. You need the barrier augment to make your barrier a dome. Because having a barrier, yeah, and you can pick it up and run around with it, basically making you a Viking, is cool. The dome will make sure you don't get shot in the ass in the process of being a Viking. And then people alternate between charged relay and nanites or some shite. People like this thing because they have more movement speed. I actually found when using the movement speed, I was killing myself a lot more. Because again, the Mallow 1 takedown is a lot of like slow pit bridges and a few areas you can jump off and die instantly. I found having that movement speed plus another kill skill I'll explain, I was dying more than the enemies were dealing damage to me. Which is not a very good thing when you think on it. So, I've actually gone into nanites because while you're near your barrier, you get more reload speed, more shield delay, shield recharge delay, and health regen, which adds to the health regen you're already doing from from 2 other kill skills. But not only that, you can be running around, like, as you saw, I was doing constantly on a move. I run around teammates a lot, which also gives them this debuff, which helps them out even more. So, I just run in circles, and this build does fine. But I found those 2 augments are your best bet, but people do use the movement speed because they want to be quick. You know, gotta go fast. But if you do use it, I'm guaranteeing you will unintentionally run off the cliff or accidentally jump to get away from one of the Valkyries and kill yourself at least once. Minimum once you will. I've done it about 30 times in a row. Fighting the same Valkyrie. Hildir, because she runs at you. So I go to back up to kill him with the Cutsman, and off the cliff I go. Multiple times. It makes me lose a lot of money, and I'm sad. Then you go into the red tree. The red tree is only needed for, again, people go for Donnybrook. Not really needed, in my opinion. I found 5 points into synchronicity, giving your gun even, again, more gun damage. Not exactly necessary. But 20% more gun damage per action skill. You have 2 action skills going, so that's an additional 40% gun damage on every bullet that you're doing. Every bullet that you're firing is dealing bonus damage, plus the other bonus damage from the green tree, plus bonus damage from the blue tree, plus bonus damage just from your sentinel being active. It's nuts. The damage you're dealing is ridiculous, and it gets out of hand quickly. Then I took a different turn. I put 4 points into borrowed time, because that way your skills actually have longer duration. Because normally the barrier is only around for like 7 seconds. This gives plus 24% as long as you have both abilities going. Fantastic. People don't like that because they don't think it's needed. But I've gone with people who aren't using that ability, and they're constantly going down because their barrier has deactivated. And then they see me. Like, again, you saw in that Wotan fight. I never lost my barrier or sentinel the entire fight, start to finish. Never lost them. Because of this and another ability. I put 2 points into Donnybrook, and then, okay, let me just take off the class mod. 2 points into Donnybrook gives you plus 9% gun damage and 1.5% of missing health per second. Health regen. Cool, not a problem. You're constantly regenerating health for 15 seconds. The way this build is meant, you're constantly dealing the damage, you're constantly triggering your kill skills. Your abilities never run out, unless you go from one area to another. And there's nothing to kill. So you're constantly getting extra gun damage and health regen. I found 2 points works wonders. You can go 3, 4, 5, and then whatever from your class mod. Whatever. I find that only 2 is needed. Wrong button. But I definitely want borrowed time, because having a barrier up longer just will save you in the long run. Then your main tree. This is where all your points go. And trust me, this is a level 50 build at heart. You start with 5 points into Violet Speed, and 5 points into Violet Momentum. That way, at default walking speed, alone with this ability, you're dealing an additional plus 20% damage. Like you need it. Really. Who needs it? Not really anyone. Violent Speed is the reason that I found the other ability with the barrier will get you killed. Whenever you kill an enemy, you get 30% movement speed at full abilities. So you zip everywhere. Plus having the extra 11% movement speed. You're going to kill yourself. Guaranteed. I've done it. So you put 5 abilities that way to get down into that tree. This is why the gear does not matter to me. Grenade mod does not matter to me. Is I am not using drone delivery, whereas most people are. Because I find that the extra damage from a grenade really doesn't matter all that much in the overall scheme, because you're dealing so much damage, you never even notice a grenade going off, personally. So I put 2 points into reload speed, more 5.7% reload speed, and 11% after getting a kill. You reload so fast. And another hotfix they did makes it so all of your kill skills trigger twice. So they double stack instead of only stacking once. So theoretically, you would actually get 11.4% reload speed, and then 22% reload speed after killing an enemy. Alright, not a problem. Same as Salvation. I put 2 points in there for lifesteal. 6%. Again, this plus the Donnybrook, you're gaining so much life, it's not actually necessary for anything else. 2 points is all you need. 2 points is all you need. Because that way, when it stacks twice, you're getting damage you're dealing, you're gaining 12% of that back as life. Guaranteed. And the amount of damage you're dealing, your health's full again. No problem. 1 point into Death Follows Close, giving you more skill duration, and more skill bonus stats, plus 25%. So increasing your damage, increasing every effect you have. Which is also where you get your first anointment. Or your anointment. First augment, sorry. Some people use the changes to cryo. Again, not needed. It's really actually kind of hinders you more in this build. Bad Dose is the best augment to have, personally. Because then your Sentinel's doing machine gun damage. Plus radiation damage. Just out of nowhere. And for every enemy weakened, you gain more movement speed and fire rate. And enemies have decreased movement speed and attack speed. Stacking with them being consistently hit with cryo and freezing, you're not going to be doing too much. You're not going to have too many problems with enemies. You can tell you that much. Now, the other augment that people do use is Static Field, because it will then recharge your shield. I do actually swap between this one and the one right below it, but I find that this thing isn't even noticeable. Like, you won't really notice your shield getting recharged by your drone. So one skill there. The next augment I use is Almighty Ordnance. That way you can fire missiles and just get a little bit of extra damage just out of nowhere. It really doesn't matter what augment you use, personally. I just find this fun because I love having a little sentinel shoot 4 missiles at something out of nowhere, personally. It's my own personal preference. It actually does nothing for your build. This is where your actual kill skills become important. I put 4 points into Violent Violence. After getting a kill, you gain plus 18% fire rate, which stacks twice, giving you plus 36% fire rate for getting a kill. All of the fire rate. I found that only 4 points are needed, But this one is where you need 5 points. Playing dirty. Because even without the class mod, after killing an enemy, your next 5 shots all have a chance to fire an additional projectile without using ammo. 75% chance for that to happen. The class mod gives a +3, which then takes it up to plus 105 to 120%, which means all of your shots are doubling. Which means the chain amp damage from the redistributor firing every 7th shot is actually like every 2.5 shots you're chaining to other enemies. Which is another reason why this build is so stupid. This and the redistributor alone are pretty much all you need, to be completely honest with you. They're all you need. So 5 points in there, and a lot of people only put 1 point into this for 6% more skill duration when you get a kill. I put 2 points in because I'm not using drone delivery. And every kill gives you up to 12% more damage, up to 12% more skill duration, making your abilities never end. All of this is actually related with the class mod, because the class mod, whenever you damage an enemy, you have a chance to trigger your kill skills. So after killing an enemy, you'll kill an enemy, all of these will trigger. Cool. You don't actually have to kill an enemy to trigger these. As long as you have the See Undead class mod, you will just damage an enemy and you'll trigger it. That's why I didn't care about killing any of the Bashers in Wotan. You just damage him, because by the time his shield's gone, all of your kill skills are good to go. And then you just kind of go apeshit on everything. Getting more duration. By damaging an enemy, you get more duration. Killing an enemy gives you more duration. You're constantly keeping all your kill skills procced, unless you're not dealing damage. And then it's just a matter of how good are you at shooting things and dodging their missiles. So, that's basically the gist of the build. And again, play with it how you will. Use drone delivery and take out a point somewhere else. Do whatever you can and want to. But this is just what I found that works. And I've actually given this build to Mustang, Chloroform, Lusky, Robin, and 2 others. I've actually given this build to 6 people, and everyone uses the same build as me. And they have no problems. Their problem is they die by the missiles. Or they're not killing things fast enough to keep their abilities procced. However, if you're dealing enough damage, there should be no problem while you're not killing things. So, that's the build. 2 redistributors, 2 cutsmans, basically any shield that you want, any grenade mod with an anointment that you think will be good if you're not using drone delivery. Banjo needed, See Undead class mod needed, the god rules, whatever. The pluses to their skills, whatever, it's all up to you. But the main thing you need are these kill skills. That's what makes this build function, is the kill skills. So, what do you guys think? I'm curious on your thoughts. And while you guys confer and discuss, I'm gonna go in here for a quick second. Make sure there's nothing else I need to grab. And then I can go kill something else if you guys want. Show you how even more. When you farm the weapons, or when I give them to you, or when I dupe them for you. Because again, I can dupe them, I don't care. I've duped this build about 10 times today. Over and over again with different people. Oh look, an extra redistributor. And an extra redistributor. Lovely. Gibbsworth. Nope. Gibbsworth. Exactly. If I dupe them, you don't need to farm for them. And then you can just have fun and wreck everything with the build. Also, actually, what's funny is I actually have a 3rd shock redistributor sitting in my vault. Didn't even realize. Personally, didn't even realize I had a third redistributor. I love this build. There's so many things in this vault that I don't need. Oh look, dictators. Still trying to get more dictators. Personally, just as a random side note, the dictator is my favorite legendary in the entire game. First legendary I ever got was the dictator, and it was a level 22, I think it was. Yeah, 22 dropped from Katagawa Jr. during the fight on Atlas HQ. And it carried me until I was level 40 because of the flat critical hit build, critical damage build. It carried me almost 20 levels while never underperforming against anything. I love the Dictator, it's fantastic. So I hold a very special place in my heart for the Dictator. That's why I just get. It doesn't even matter if they're good anointments or not, I just kind of gather them. Yeah, the Dictator having the badass anointment is so gross. I mean, even having the attack command, I found being even extremely stupid with flat critical. Because you tell your Spider Ant, Jabber, Skag, whatever, to go do literally anything. And then you gain 1 billion life out of it. This weapon was fantastic against Grave Ward with the critical build, because using the bipod you shoot 7 shots per 1 bullet. So you can shoot shoulder to shoulder on Grave Ward and not miss a bullet. And when every shot is dealing critical hit damage from fadeaway, it gets pretty stupid out of nowhere. So flat critical hits are also a thing. However, yeah, the Agonizer's a bit of a pain. Oh yeah, while Sentinel's active, gain 100% bonus cryo damage on the Jericho. I didn't like fighting the Agonizer 9000. It was kind of stupid to fight, in my opinion. I know why people farm it. It's actually a good farm. Not one that I could farm personally. And, I mean, yeah, the Easter egg of it is funny as hell. Penn and Teller in Borderlands 3. Never thought I'd see the day, but, again, here we are. But then again, going off on that, if we're going Easter egg-wise, I never thought I'd see an Easter egg reference to Winnie the Pooh in a Borderlands game. That caught me off guard when I saw it. Not the ASDM, not the Firestorm. No, it's on the actual, literal sniper. Storm. Tut tut, it looks like rain. Reference to 1987's Winnie the Pooh. Alright, what do you guys want to see get murdered? Had the airborne? Yep, no, I know that feeling. When you're killing them over and over and over and over. And my phone broke. Alright, my phone's back to good. We're good. What do you guys want to see murdered? I'll let all of you decide. I do have some kill quests that we could do, if you guys wanted to. Most of them I don't bother because I just kind of collect side quests out of nowhere. Like, as you can see, have all of these I still have yet to do. I usually only do the side quests unless I need to, if I need to. Other than that, I don't really care for side quests. At this point, I just like murdering things for loot. I have keys, right? Yeah. It does say I have keys. 5,010 Iridium. And nothing to use it on. Fantastic. Whee! Can't buy anything there. And away I go. And away I go. It does feel kind of slow at first, but when you start killing things, you realize that your guy's actually Sonic the Hedgehog, which is ridiculously fast. I could, of course, bring in a split screen just to get more loot drop chance. That's pretty funny, but useless. Why is your friend a level 1? Because he actually doesn't play this on PS4. I'm just borrowing his PS4 account. I was using that, a buddy of mine. Alright, you guys pick. You want to do another Wotan run? You guys want to see any of the main bosses? Any side bosses? You decide. What side quest do you have?
I've got an idea. Do the thing I told you to do.
No. No. No, not happening. I hate you on a good day, Claptrap. On a bad day, I want to murder you.
This making sense to anyone else?
Yeah, everyone who's not you.
Good to see you.
Does this make sense to anyone else? Yeah, not you. And anyone else who's not you. And bomb dive. You know what? Because I feel like making him cry today. I haven't killed this guy in like 3 hours. Hello, Troy Calypso. Good to see you. Well, another thing this build is good for just general mobbing, or murdering anything, or murdering bosses. It is a bit more tedious depending on the boss. Like, for instance, Troy Tyrene. It's a bit harder at times, but it is still possible. It's just maybe a tad bit more of a challenge. Troy a bit easier because when he just kind of stands there for a split second, you can get a lot of shots off on his forehead and just rip his health apart with critical hits, but... Alright, let's go. Barrier.
Could use some cover.
Drone. Fix that.
Coming at you.
Trigger. Come on. Trigger the kill skills. Can I kill... Please stop headbutting me.
Come here.
Oh yes, use your rockets. Oh, sorry, you have no health bar. Sorry, my bad. Oh. Sorry, my bad, Holmes. I would get to sleep for work, but that's like... Sleeping for work is like too much work for me. Here, after this, I'll end the stream. You and me can do quickly, then I'll probably start streaming again. I'll see if I can drag a couple of people online for 4-player. Ow. Ow. So let me quickly finish murdering this guy. This guy named Troy. Ow. Stop hitting me. I'm calling abuse. I'm reporting you to Gearbox for abuse.
Together, Tyrene.
Gearbox, I'd like to report Troy for abuse. He keeps hitting me.
It's over.
That's his intent. Yes, I know it. I'd like to report it.
Nothing can stop us now.
I keep missing him and shooting the invisible Tyrene behind him. Alright, let's get more damage.
The bigger they are,
The
more
fun it is to shoot him in the freaking face.
Almost there, Tyrene.
Jesus, my health gone. Bigger they are, the more fun it is to shoot him in the freaking face.
Power.
Hold this.
Gonna crush you.
No. Come on. Come on. Nah, fuck you.
Get over here, you
Oh,
brute.
if you are going to fight Troy, I will give one word of warning. Be very careful of these freaking racks, because you will chain damage from him to kill the racks, and then if you don't kill him, they'll be pissed with you, and they will kill you. Whee! Whee! And solidify myself back on the ground, because it keeps ricocheting me off. Who's coming at me? See? Racks.
Together, Tyrene.
Ow. Ow. Hey, Troy, you really hurt.
This is my time.
Ow. 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 Damage hurts.
You're gonna die here.
I really should just sit in a barrier. Get some bonus damage on you, and then... Ooh, I've lost my kill skills because I wasn't dealing enough damage. Okay.
I'm getting tired of you.
Gotta go fast.
See? I got tricks.
Psych.
I am unstoppable.
God, stop ricochet. Oh, the Rax will kill me. Okay. And... God damn it, humans. Get me up. The problem is the Rax, after they down you, they fly away, so you can't actually kill them. Stupid freaking Rax. Ow. Ow. Bullet damage hurts. Come on, go immune. Is charged. Oh. Stop going immune and running away from me. How about you? Oh, hi. That's an army of Rax wanting me dead. Yeah, let's kill all those really quickly. Come on, come on. Hit me with your sword. If you glitch this the wrong way, he won't actually hit you with his sword at all, which kind of hoops you a bit. Because when he goes to lift his sword and like actually throw rocks on it to hit you, that's one of your best chances to damage him, is because his head, he just kind of stands there. But if you glitch it the wrong way, he will then always just do the other attack and just never hold his sword. However, if you're able to aim, you can still demolish him. Stop dodging my attacks, you B-word.
Watch out, full thief.
Yep. Flippin' fraggin'. Yes, yes. Die. Die. Alright, killed him.
That was for Maya.
You langer. What do you get? The binary mocking devoted, a freaking monocle, more Linoge, and a thing to throw into the river. And goodbye. 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 I'll save you. That was actually kind of cool. Sploosh. I'm easily entertained by stupid shit. Alright. We're going to end the stream for now. We're definitely going to do another stream here in probably like 20-30 minutes. Just gotta help. Gonna dupe the stuff with Conti, then going to probably get a legitimate food, and I have to do a quick thing here for my roommates. But definitely we'll be back with another stream afterwards, so stay tuned. Of course, thank you everyone for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, rate, share, the usual shit. And we'll see you guys next time in the next video, live stream, vlog, you name it. Thanks for watching. Peace out.